Hello.
Welcome.
Ads are starting, which means it's break time. Thank you for your patience and stream support.
Crap. Alrighty, I think we're live. So let's rock and roll this joint. Get right back into it. Yeah, there's nothing else for it. I guess we just swap? Sure. So I was slightly confused because I had a bunch of stuff turned off. And now I can't see where I put things. Yeah, some of the stuff that should have been on live appears not to be, and I'm not sure what I did with it. Let's just go with that, that. That'll do. It's not great, but it'll do. All right. So, you guys have not seen me here for a while. Still the same me. Still the same place. Well, same base. But I am hanging out in DC73's server. I have an awful lot of stuff to get finished, but I actually am just going to be tossing out projects. Not that I'm going to actually finish them, just because time doesn't work the way I expected in my brain, but that's okay, you know? Okay, let's see, is this thing still semi-functional? Well, sort of. When it wants to be. Oops. Okay, so, oh, it wants to work. That's up, that's over. Well, that'll do, I guess. I will never be able to get it to stop doing the thing where it hits stuff and then goes under, but oh well. I narrowed it a little bit last week as part of my test on being on the server, see if I get kicked off, and it seems to work, even though I broke it like 3 times and had to fix it. But yeah, it works about as well as it ever did before. So yeah, I managed to get a bunch of observers out, and I changed up the way the top row worked because for some reason my brain did not realize that ice could transmit a signal, redstone signal downwards. You know, these other ones can, and I completely and utterly forgot about that and was doing it differently. And yeah, I didn't need to, so it's all good. And I think things are still functional over here. Yep, seems, oops, wrong way. Seems to be. So let's see, is this still running? Yeah, that's still running. Okay. How's that doing? Seems to still have enough to run the whole place, so that'll do. It's not going to overflow, so I think I'm going to shut this one off. And see if that will let things go through.
Thank you for the raid Minneapolis_Mel, and welcome to your 8 viewers too.
Welcome on in, raiders. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Oops. Let me just get the last of the lights on, because I didn't think about doing that. Alright, lights. That might help, you know? Oops, come on. App. There we go. When the button doesn't work, you try something else.
Howdy!
Does this work? Nope. So that means...
Hello!
Hello! Welcome on in, Muckbar. Welcome, welcome. and welcome on into Minneapolis Mel. Thank you ever so much for the raid. You are spoiling me deeply. I have no idea who's on what days anymore from our stream team, or stream team and friends, I guess. It just go with the flow, right? What happens, happens. Okay, let's try that again. My Stream Deck button just died, so it doesn't help me much. All right. That's okay. At least it wasn't my bot this time. That would be less than optimal. So, as many of you are aware, we have a ticking clock, so to speak, to get things done before the server resets. Hello, Mellow Yellow and Scrub Lord. And I think I missed a few more. Just going to grab a quick scroll back. No, that's in the way. Okay, down, down, down. Shouldn't have said that. That's okay. Yeah, so hello to Fox and Yellow and
Greetings.
Lord and Mockbar. Oh, and greetings to Mel herself, the amazing. Sure, no problem. Thank you ever so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. There's never a requirement. You spoiled me, and thank you very, very, very much. Of all the days to spoil me, that's actually a beautiful one, because let me just switch my video on this one. Three times. Oh, no, don't do that. Four. Is four bigger? Is four smaller? I can never remember which way. Four's bigger. Okay, good. I can never remember which is which, but of all the days to spoil me, today is great because today is our kids are back in school for the first day, and that's the primary focus for me aside from the streaming. But it's also our Fantastic Sherlock Fox and I, our wedding anniversary. So yeah, we've been at this whole couples thing for quite a while, and so I figured, you know, probably worth giving that a shout out bright and early. And I got spoiled by a wonderful raid as well. That works really, really well. Well, thank you, Muckbar. I'm doing the math on this, and I always get it wrong because I include, in my brain, I include an extra 5 years, but that's not necessarily technically accurate. Thank you very much, Yellow. I appreciate that from both of you and Muckbar as well. I appreciate that. Was not trying to, you know, scrape for congratulations, but it feels good. Thank you. So the other piece, info, I guess, and we're still experimenting, of course. Oh, the red up there, that shouldn't be there. That thing's ugly. Okay, so I've got some work to do on the glove. So we'll go up instead of down. And see what it looks like from the roof. And I wonder if I have... Actually, let's just check this on the way by. That's fine. I haven't been in here for a while, so I don't know what's in good shape and what's not. Let's see, what's that? Oh! Okay. I'll have to come and check that later in the stream then. At least before I log
Scrub Lord XL just redeemed biggest fan, Gary1638.
Well, we have part of that working. I don't know what happened to the sound on the biggest fan thing. It's one of those things it's normal around here, right? Stuff doesn't always work. First frag, where did that go? Okay, first frame. Properties. Why am I not hearing the audio? No idea. Well, we'll have to figure that one out another time. But that's all good, I guess. So, thank you very much for being the biggest fan, Scriblord, and also the first one here. Yay! Okay, complete. Yeah, that was supposed to have a big fanfare sound that goes with it, but for some reason the video visually plays, but the sound does not, and I'm not really going to be troubleshooting that today. Oh, up. That's where I was going. I was going up. Up and out. Okay. So yeah, as you guys are aware, we have not much time to get this thing finished. It's better from up here, a little bit, not much. but I was trying to get it to work. The other thing that actually I might do, we'll see if this thing is driving me nuts, which very quickly it does. I have to get it finished, but I hate it every time I work on it, just because it didn't quite turn out the way it was working in my head. But over here, the clock has no glass to cover the face. That's what I was trying to do, seal it in so that we didn't have to worry too much about mobs and mob proofing, since there's a lot of blocks and slabs that adding carpets doesn't actually fit or work. And I had originally wanted to put song title around the outside, but yeah. And then there was supposed to be another carpet art, but I don't think we're going to get to that, just because we have, like, what is it, 6 weeks-ish, maybe 8. I can't quite figure out the math, but yeah, so we don't have a whole lot of time left. Maybe we'll get to this, but without being on the DC server every single day of the week, I'm not sure if I'm going to get that done. So yeah, that's where we're at. If I go to the map on this one, so what the glove needs really is off the south end of where it's yellow, and to fix the stripes because they're wrong, but that's okay. If I don't get them right, it's not really a big deal because it's a reference, people will survive. But it needs to have some trails off the back. I was going to do it in white wool because I don't have a ton of string, but now that I have a string farm, I can have all the string in the world to do webs. This lighting is not working right, but when you're down close it works better. And on this big gap was supposed to be where I was going to put another one of these sort of pictures with the Beatles in their Sgt. Pepper album outfits. So we'll see if we get there. It's unlikely, but that was the other big piece I wanted to do this season. So we still have the sub, and I think that was about it for the major pieces. I thought about doing a Helter Skelter. We'll see if we can get there. It's very unlikely. Now, Helter Skelter, for those in North America that aren't familiar with one, is basically a lighthouse-style tower with a slide around the outside. I have never done anything with slide format before. There are plenty that have done races and stuff, so there had been suggestions about doing it with like ice, just so basically doing an ice road that goes around the outside. I've never done that, and part of the reason I've never played around with ice is partly because I have, well, we talked about this before, I have no control when I'm running in a boat with ice. Absolutely none. So DC's comments, DC's comments on his streams about having a nice road initially made my stomach drop, but when he said that the actual road part would be really only 1 lane wide, potentially 3 if you had walls on top of the side ones or rails of some sort, okay, I can handle that. That's fine, because you basically get yourself in the slot and you just go. So I could do that. Stopping is a problem, turning corners is a problem. So when we're on like open ice in a frozen biome or something, I am no go. Totally no bueno. But, you know, can't win them all. Okay, this is blue. What's this? This is more blue. Okay. So this is one. I think I'm going to start with this one because I don't like it. Yeah. And then I'll get to the info piece that I have unintentionally slipped up on. Where is... I'm trying to think. Oh, right. Order of operations. Okay. So I want to turn back on my reference picture. So it's for me and you on this one. Glove. Which one's this? I think we're... Yeah, let's just turn them all on. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So, live references. There we go. I still need to make a button for that, and I keep forgetting. Like an on and off button for that scene. But there we go. So we've got the 3 pictures. And as you can see, what I really need to work on is A, getting the finger finished on the front, because we're really, it's just other levels of putting blue beneath, unfortunately. And then I'm not going to worry too much about the way that the side of the thumb looks really flat. I was disappointed by that earlier, but I'm just going to leave it, I think, because it's just really an impression thing. And the gray on the fingers is kind of not what I wanted, but I'm just at the point where I want to finish it. So yeah, we're probably going to extend, I think, a little bit on this finger second from the bottom, maybe just a bit, and then a little bit on the blue, I think, on the left, and more or less just round it out, and then make sure we're full in so that we're not hugely mob attracting. Yeah, and then as you can see, the stripes are off, but that's okay, you know, like I'm not too fussed about it. If I get fussed about it as we go, then I'll fix it. Otherwise, we're just gonna switch over to doing spiderweb trails of some sort of cloud at the back. And yeah, maybe some white cloud to start with, some spiderweb trails off that. I don't know. Haven't really got that far. And it just occurred to me as I fly in here, I'm not carrying any rockets in my hands. That could be a problem. There, okay. Oh, haha. And sleeping would be a thing? Do I have a bed locally? No. That's why I had that. Okay. Great. Let's go back. Yay, rinse and repeat. That's okay. So the other news piece from my end of the world, I guess, is that many of you are aware that I have ADHD, which really boils down to executive functioning disorder, but they don't really have a word for that. That's everything from emotional mess through to mostly, quite literally, being disorganized with regards to, well, everything, I guess. So, difficulty getting projects started, difficulty finishing things, prioritizing what tasks in general. It's not just projects, but tasks go where. Do I have free cam still? Yes, good. Because that allows me to keep checking on this and see how it goes while we're building on it. So that I can see how it's turning out with regard to the picture. And I went up the wrong side. I was going to finish the finger first. It's okay. So with regards to ADHD, I had changed up my meds recently. That's the info piece, I guess, because I've been at the new ones for about a week. I like them. They seem to be doing okay for me. It's just that, where am I here? Yeah, things are a little, I guess maybe I'll pull all these out. They're not bad, they're actually good. It's just I'm still trying to figure out the shoulders of how the strength will affect me, when things will kick in and when they won't, because my previous ones took about an hour and a half to 2 hours to kick in, so by the time we streamed, it very rarely was actually functional at that point. So, so we were usually streaming blind, very much squirrely. I still am very squirrely. That isn't changing. How wide is this anyway? So I'm still very squirrely, but things seem to be a little better, and we'll just have to see if that sticks and what I can do with it or not. 4, okay, my 4, and then does it go down to 3? It does. Interesting. Okay. So the rest of this music seems to fit. I'm not much of a fidgeter unless I'm stressy, but that doesn't mean I'm not fidgeting in my head. In my head. It's like I Live the Zombie song, you know? 1, 2, 3. So, oops. So by changing the meds up, things are a little different than they used to be for me. Now, I'm not hearing game much. Are you guys hearing much for game? The songs could be drowning it out. There is that possibility. I also want to drop down and put some, scaffolding closer to where I need to be. Yeah. Oh, fingers hollow. Okay. I didn't realize I did that too. All right. Anyway, that's I guess all the news that's not fit to print. Some game sounds good. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I was worried because I wasn't hearing block placing, but it is wool, which is a bit of one of the more quiet blocks. Okay. I wish I could see the side view while I'm working on this, but I think we will not have that luck. Let's see what I want. Fill that in. I don't think I need any more length on this. Actually, maybe I will. Not much. So it shouldn't be long till we finish this finger. Oops. Ah, good. Good, I'm not crazy then. Well, not about that anyways. Okay, let's lock that one in so it doesn't move. Not red. I want this. There we go. Actually, maybe I should swap these two. Okay. I reach it roughly here. Oh, haha. There we go. It's funny that you can stand on leaves, but you can't place much on leaves. And I always forget about that. Now if I measured this right, I should hit the finger on the way up. So for next season, I do have plans. We've been playing with it a little bit as I start working on my more long-term world. That I've finally settled on what my design is going to be for the long-term world. And for next season, what I think I'm probably going to do is do sort of external related items to the long-term stuff. What I mean by that is I'm looking at doing, for Reboot, maybe doing character statues or logos or maybe more detailed versions of some elements to do with the major build, because I can always copy paste them into my long-term world later. So my theme for next season will probably be Reboot, like sort of inside out, meaning everything, whether it be personal world, solo, or whether it be the DC server. 1, 2, 3. I need a little bit longer from the layers, but I'm just about there because I don't have the angle on the pointing down part of the finger, but when it's flying more horizontally from the upper two pictures, I've just about got it, because it does look a little weird when it's that stubby. So I need to go a little longer on the end and only about a row or two shorter, or I mean lower, which is nice. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my theme. Now, for those of you that don't know what Reboot is, which was quite surprised when... Oh, who did I read last week? Oh, phooey. One of the TV crew, anyways. Truly Bedrock crew. But I rated them, and they actually knew what it was, which was surprising the heck out of me. The people like Dumb know what it is, which once again surprises me. But where I was going with that was to say that I wanted to unify my themes so that I can keep working on both worlds and I don't end up losing the flow in that respect, just working on different elements of it. I'm probably going to keep Wednesdays, for now at least, as a whatever Wednesday, but this week specifically is most likely going to be a Harry Potter theme. So I was doing puzzling games, which I'm going to take a bit of a break from. I like the current game. I'm coming back to it. That'll probably be next week for sure. But I was going to take a page a little bit out of Swanky's book and try to do a bit more of the Hogwarts Legacy. I had some tech issues with it before, so we'll see if I can run a tech, like an out of schedule tech stream this afternoon to test it. But if the testing doesn't happen, then you'll probably get a flag on tomorrow's stream just simply saying, yeah, expected tech issues. Ooh, well, I'd say that finger's wrong. Yeah, expected tech issues. So that's just a heads up for everybody, I guess. Let's see. Okay, cut these back, go a little longer at the front. Let's see, 5. What do I do here? 2. I should have gone 3, 4. I think I was going 5 at the top. 2, 3. Well. Yeah, the finger still feels narrow, so maybe a little bit more. One more in here. That might work. I hate doing organic shapes because I'm just bad at it. Doesn't mean that it's impossible. I'm just not, it's not my strength. I admit I really envy the people who could do organic shapes a lot, but that's okay. On the bright side, while some of the bits of Reboot may seem organic, for the most part, they're very much not. 1, 2. They're often very square and very computer gen, which means in my favor, I don't have to worry quite so much about getting the angles right, and the fact that it's blocky really is harmless. I vaguely wonder what the people who made the Reboot TV series would have thought of Minecraft, because they strived to do computer generation on television. Yeah, they strived to do computer gen on television, and were making parts of it unnaturally round to try and have some characters be rounded faces, but other characters were oddly square. So it was sort of a mix of both worlds, I guess. That's actually just about it. So I think we're basically there. Yeah. Okay, so I took this one back one too far, I think. We're looking for what I'm going to call good enough. So it's not going to be perfect, because I've decided that's just not a thing. That'll do, actually. That's not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. This one section through here, right at the bottom, could probably use one more. I'm a little leery of making it too thick. I'll try it, and then I think that's it for this section. So let's go 1, 2, 3. I'd love to be able to have slabs of wool, so that when I'm doing stuff from the bottom, it would look nicer, but yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. And then I'll make this one more. I think that will account for thickness of the finger all the way through. Maybe. Close enough. We'll go with it. Go with it because I can do that one from the top. Okay, let's sleep. I'm using music that says it's restless. I think I'm going to switch out because I'm not liking. Oops, let's sleep first. I'm not liking the way that this restless music is working for me. I was trying to use the playlist we used to use with the sort of French dance song to begin with, but after Spotify crashed 3 times, I decided that we should probably just stick with the other application. Moods, genres, moods? Moods, nope, not that one. Moods. Let's pick a different mood. Restless is alright in most cases, but it's not working for me right now. Load, please. Parts of my PC stuff has been a little on the flaky side lately, so as Fantastic Sherlock Fox has very generously and multiple times pointed out that oh come on, that uh-oh, did I do something? Or is it just the end of the song? Huh. Could be the end of the song? Let's go with, just see what they call happy tunes. Sure, why not? Okay. Now, unfortunately, these playlists, they don't give us the opportunity to block songs because the app is actually just a web app, but literally it's a web page in its own little container, which is part of why it's a little bit heavier than the Spotify one. But Spotify being what it is, I don't have the opportunity to have access to all of the playlists from Epidemic Sound. And so that's a bit of a pain. Let's see what have we got here. Yeah, that... Now the fingertip looks too thick. I don't know what I want to do with that. Let's go up a little bit and in a little bit. Maybe if I fill it in. Just under, like where the torch is on the lower edge. And then I'm going to want to have a gap, right? That's the problem. And in all the pictures, in the...
Thank you for the 39 long months of subscribing, fantastic Sherlock Fox.
Oh, thank you, Fox, for renewing that. Oh, I think that was partly intentional as well. It reminds me. So, for the handful of you that are currently subscribed, it is September. Now, this is not about drumming up extra subs. This is about letting those who are already subbed know that your renewal will come sometime during this month. My recommendation is, as soon as possible, switch yourself to the new fee. So basically, cancel and then resub if you have not done it in September. Like if you've not actually signed up in September, and get yourself that discount so that if you insist on remaining subbed, which I heavily appreciate, but if you want to remain subbed, then I really strongly recommend that you do a cancel and restart thing. I know that it messes with streaks, but my channel doesn't count streaks very well on, like, unlike DC, I don't have any of the special thanks for how many months you've been. You can see it when Fox puts it in there and Osmond will read it, but that's not the same thing. And so where I'm going with that is save yourself a buck or two, or whatever your currency is, because it's, I appreciate the support, but I don't want anybody to even remotely get scammed. Okay, so that's the one side. The face part was kind of distracting me, so if I look from the... Okay, well, that's not what I expected at all. And I know why I'm doing it that way, because where is my character? Did I just free cam that? I did, I free cammed that, and I'm too far away. Alright, let's fly out on top. Hello? Okay, I can change rockets and stuff. Can I jump? There we go. Okay, if I go on top of the unit, great. If I go on top and then free cam out, I've got the distance I can work with. Alright, so if I come out from the back here, I think I'm going to need to do a bit of a cutaway. Oh, actually the back is super flat. That's a problem. Animation and all, Okay, yeah, because I got the front working 1, 2, 3. The back should probably come out more by 1, so that allows me to actually have a cutaway here for the knuckles, just by 1. And that will probably round it a bit, but that's doable. Okay. And then I can make the finger 1 wider for parts of it if I need to, because this looks a little weird. But yeah, anyway, vertically, there's something wrong with it and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the, I don't know, if I'm sticking my finger out. Yeah, my proportions are wrong, finger's too short. That's part of it. So the finger's too short. I'm actually looking at my own hand here. Okay, so backwards. Yeah, this is, let's see, how many do I want from the top? 1. Okay, so I need to go 1 more batch of 5, I think, in the length. Because when you take a look at your own finger, you can actually think of it almost in these roughly 5 block segments. From your knuckle to the, from your hand part to the knuckle. And then from there to the next knuckle is actually probably shorter, like at 4. And then you've got a chunk at the end at 3. So we've got 5, 5, and then this should be at least 1 more, and I should probably pull that one back by 1 if I'm doing it as 5 sections. Yeah, hands are hard. the smoke. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we have horrible smoke right now. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I can taste it. And it's all scratchy at the back of my throat, so that's not pleasant. Okay, let's see. Where's the hand? Okay, that's here. So if I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would have been 5. I would say that should have been 6. So let's make this 6. 1, 2, 3. I might have to make it wider at the back there. And then this would be 5, 3, 4, 5. Then we go for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a 1, 2, 3. Oops, it's 1. Come on. Skew stick, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That looks really strange in the proportion. I'm trying to ignore the bottom part. Length? Better. Not great, but better. I'm trying to place... Oh, I have a silly question. And this is just kind of a dumb one. But for the long-term world, I haven't gone to the Nether because I'm just way too new at that world. But I was going to say, what happens, does anybody know yet, what happens to a ghast, like, sorry, to a, like what happens if you fall off of your happy ghast? Does it just like float away? Because I'm thinking, I'll be doing a lot of very vertical building in that one, and it might be nice not to fall off things. I think I have some base to work with for a while, but there will be a lot of tall, skinny walls and things. It might be easier to be done with the happy ghast. So I don't know. We'll see. Just a thought I had when I was getting ready this morning. Okay, that 6, 5, 4. The 3 just looks weird here, so maybe I'll make it 4 again. But we're basically there. Yes. Yeah, because where actually I was counting the knuckle from would be farther back here, where this upper torch is, so that's actually not bad. Or somewhere between there and the front, actually. 3, okay. I said I wasn't going to be picky, and then it's just, it looked so uncanny to me. That didn't work. Oh, there we go. Okay, last check, and I promised the last one. Oh, what did I do there? Huh, guess I can do that then. Okay. Yeah. If I round out the hand a little bit, that's actually not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And then I just need a couple more rows under here for what I just did. There. And I might actually not do anything more to it. Maybe 1 through here, I think. Okay, I think I've got a plan. I know I have to make it bigger or wider. And we're getting sunset already. So... could fly back every time. Or I could just take the bed with me. But I think the flyback allows me to have a look from a distance. 4 looks better. The width, yeah. The width 4 I think would be better. So this one, I think I just need a couple more rows in the front to thicken it up. Okay, let's try that. Oh. Rockets! That could be a problem. You know, 1 rocket will not do. This one. Okay. I'm still relearning where I put everything. I took a break and did modded. Modded's fine. I think I might just pause or end of life some of those worlds. I wasn't super enjoying it. And the key with this is always to enjoy yourself, you know? Ah! Missed. You can hear the collisions. I don't think I'll ever be a good flyer, But hey, if it's functional flying, that's a thing I can do. What did I want to do with this? Shoot. Oh, okay, a little bit longer at the front. I think one more in through there. That's what it was. Okay, do I have more? Oh, I don't have more scaffolding. All right. So I can do that one from the top. I think it was 2 through here. 1, 2. Not 2 blocks wide, but 2. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This one. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to put something underneath, but I think that would ruin it. Anyway. Let's go back. Can I jump up here? Hello? Ah! Well, that's less than optimal. Turn around. And stop missing. Ugh. Really? She can't fly today. Hello? Rocket? Thank you. Okay, please and thank you. Can we come back and not crash? And there is a bed up here. Ugh. Facepalm. Okay, you. Come with me. There. Alright. I would love to get this hand done. That would be very, very nice. Can I get all the way through this one? Nope, I cannot. Okay, cut down. 1. Now can I reach? Okay. Actually, that extra one really does help make it. So I think I'm going to call the finger finished. It looks a little weird vertically through the front, but I think if I keep messing with it, I'm going to wreck it. But if you guys think otherwise, do let me know. Let's fill in. Uh-oh. I'm going to have a talk with my daughter when she gets home. Unless she just actually, maybe not, we'll see. I just got a text from her just saying, I'm doing great, which is good, but at the same time, it's not good because her school has a cell phone away for the day policy. Basically, you get on campus and your phone, it's not even really campus, I guess, on school property, and your phone goes in your locker, that's it, till the end of the day. You are allowed to check your phone at lunch off school property, which I suspect is probably what she did. But you're not allowed to be, on your phone. They generally don't want you to do that, which is, I understand why they're doing that. I think at some point it's going to kick them, only in that the realities of today that some people, you can use phones responsibly in life, but I understand that, middle school grades, that just, it's not a thing to be able to use it responsibly. So yeah. That's the keys. They have to be offsite. Here's the thing that my son was complaining about last year, was that he could use his phone off-site, but even though it was lunch hour, he would not be allowed to use his phone on school property. Not quite sure how they fathomed that was gonna work, but yay school. Okay, I don't have an overhead shot that makes any sense, so let's just wing it, I guess. Oops, okay. This way. There shouldn't be shadows by the thumbnail, so I can just fill that in, I guess. Cut it off, maybe? Yeah, none of those pictures actually look the way that I made it, so I'm kind of faking it, fake it till you make it. Because I was trying to emulate the shadows that are on the bottom picture that go right up over the finger, except I had the thumb roll on top. And that explains a lot, actually, because I think I have the thumb too long. Ha 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 ha. And the finger's too short. Okay, problem solved. Sort of. It means reworking, but that's okay. How much do I want to pull it back? The green eyeball should probably be here, I guess? So let's try 3 blocks back and see what that works like. Oh, oops, no, not that one. Okay, so let's take this. 1, 2, 3. And we'll move it 3 blocks back. 1, 2, 3, and I'll chop this one back. I'll move it and then I'll see what it looks like. Because we can always put it back, and I'm actually thinking as long as it doesn't look absolutely awful, which, you know me.
Fantastic Sherlock Fox says, no chat overlay today, Dylan.
No chat overlay today? Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat overlay. Let me move it in front of my face. I have it, I just wasn't paying much attention because every time I glanced at it, I was seeing nothing but Osmond's comments, which is not helpful. Okay, this way, stretch it out. Thanks for catching that, Fox. It floats around. Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. Duh. Okay, scroll back to see what I really wasn't paying attention to. It's already cleared. Hands are hard. Smoke clear. Furnace floats around. Okay. 4 looks better. Any flight you walk away from, unlike the lava landing. Yes. Well, okay, I'm not sorry that I missed that one. Good hand is enough. Doesn't need to be great. No finger pointing on this server. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. I see what you're getting at, but lawnmower parents tend to not like that policy. Lawnmower parents, huh? Not entirely sure what a lawnmower parent is? Yeah. Okay. You would know, Mr. Fencer. Okay, so we've got this one. And pull that one. And that back. How did I just do that? This one up. I honestly can't remember what I just did. I feel like a doofus. Pulled it back, 3 from the front. 1, 2, 3. What did I just do there? Holy moly, man. Blew it. 1, 2. I had 3 carpet on it flat. I don't know. I just don't know. Fine. Whatever. Oh, did I move down by a row? Maybe that's what's got me. Maybe that's what's got me. Yeah, I fell. That's okay. Huh. Okay. Who knows? Let's follow things again, you know? It's wrong way. Okay. I think the length on those greens is working better. Basically, I'm shrinking parts of it. That's a little too far back. Well, whatever. I think I've ruined it, but that's okay. I will recover from the disappointment. And new season, and we start over. You know? That's out of the way. Take this out of the way. stream the helicopter. Eek. Now, I've heard about parents that are helicoptering to the point where anxiety, not anxiety, sorry, separation anxiety is a thing that they worry about, but where truthfully it's actually the parents having the separation anxiety. So yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah, I think I pulled it too far back. So green here, there, there. Okay, so let's see if I can get... Now I marked it in my brain and then I probably forgot about it. Let's try this. This one and up here. Oops, chop that out. So yeah, I can imagine that those type of parents would really have a problem with this sort of situation for sure. Okay, this one and that one. Ah, there and there. Okay, yeah, I think we're getting closer, so... Oops. Bite that one off, and this one off. Let's pull that. Yeah, okay. The length is better, and then I don't have to worry about the tips of the fingers as much, but I can make them longer. Where I'm standing is wrong, but that's okay. I'll never be happy with this one, so I have to just try and figure out where to cut it off. But the problem is, actually the problem, a problem, that I keep wanting to tweak it, you know? I liked the curve on the top, but I think I have to pull each of them back a bit. Let's try 2 all over. Okay. This piece back. That. And then here. And on the bright, what's that? Oh. On the bright side, it seems like it is lunchtime and she's hanging out with her brother's crew for the start, which is nice. Means that she's got people to hang out with for first day because she doesn't know anybody well yet. That's good. Okay, so oops, I wanted to take these back by 2. Back to where I expect things to be. I'm hearing all kinds of ding.
Ads are starting, which means it's break time. Thank you for your patience and stream support.
Okay, so I'm going to go up top, stand by the bed, and hopefully we won't get too mobbed. We're going to take a quick break and go over to some words on stream. Just briefly. Oh. Get ourselves logged in and roll. Better than a bad first day, says Oswin. Okay, so this is, we do words on stream during breaks, partly because it gives us something to do, but also partly because it helps me reset my brain a little bit more and get ready for the next chunk or hour. think Fox has this one for me. We might make it. But he's definitely taking me to school by getting all the big words. Nope. That's okay. We'll run one more just because we've got some ad left, and then we'll get back to it. I'm not sure if you may have been locked there, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. So your last word may actually work, I don't know. Ah, good one. No ifs, ands, or buts. Oh, we're gonna have server restart in 5. Lovely. Okay. No problem, Scrublord. Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it. You're spoiling me. I definitely hope that the job you're looking forward to comes through. That'd be great. Hmm. Just over the line there. Oh, it's only one A. Okay. One level! Yay! So let's continue on that one. Yeah, I didn't think we had that either. Deek. Sorry. In Hogwarts Legacy, Deek, spelled D-E-E-K, is actually a house elf character that you run into a lot. Made it over that line. Oh, whoops. Yeah, Fox, I think you totally got this one in the bag today. Hmm. Let's continue. Yeah, you're definitely going to be beating me really quickly here. But that's okay. I'm enjoying this. Whoa. I think... I think you've only got one A in there. Hmm. Good one. Lacing is a good word. Not me. Huh. Almost. Wow. And Fantastic Sherlock Fox squeaks into the wire and comes in clutch once again. Amazing. Good to go. And there he is. He squeaked ahead of me on the overall. Oh, yeah, autocorrect can be a pain there, for sure. Oh. That's exactly what I just thought of. That works. Oh, wrong word. That's okay. Well, there's a few that we could come out of that one with at some future time, but not today. Awesome, thank you very much for playing. Alright, so let's exit this one and get back to the main game. Log ourselves in. Alright, and we're back on top of things. Or, well, on top of the hand. Okay, so let's take a quick look where I was at. So for thumb, that's not terrible. I think I need... It looks a little strange. So I think I need one more block underneath. And maybe one on top. But don't know. Let's see, let's try. What is it? One more underneath? On where? Didn't think about that. Okay. So one more here. I think that would work. And then is it there? I could never trust myself on this. No. Not that spot. Apparently there. Apparently there. Okay. Let's fall off things. Alright. Now I know why I had red in my inventory. Oh, whoops. That's not what I want to do. Okay, fine. Just, break out from here. There. One more. What I said. Shoot, and I lost the thought again. I had it and then I didn't. Okay, so on this bit of the thumb. One more there. Yeah, and then I can put one on top. That gives it more angle. And then I can take out the stuff underneath. I think. Let's take out these. Oops. What did I do there? 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's see, the tip of that thumb does come down a little bit. So maybe the one in the middle should stay. Okay, so back here. Oops, wrong one. Let's try this. That looks kind of jank, as my son's friend would put it. Yeah. 1, 2. It really needs slabs, but that's okay. Yeah, okay. Let's go me down there, apparently. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you, Pirate. Good to see you, Poodle. I don't know why, but time was slipping away, coming really, really close, and I could not resist responding to a message from the amazing Poodle Pirate. And yeah, that was good. But I probably should have saved my thought till later. It's just one of those things. You know how stuff works. If you feel that if you don't say it now, you're not going to remember it for later, which is usually the case. And for some reason, I felt that it was important, but it wasn't. So yeah, that's life. Okay, I wanted this one to go way out there, not me personally. Organic shapes, I swear they are awful. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do this and regret it, but it's okay, I'm going with it anyway. Is it this one? Ooh, not in my head. Not the one I wanted. I wanted the other one. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Can I get it from here? Okay. That. Ooh, that's not falling on the ground again. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. If you don't respond when you're thinking about it, you forget. Okay. This is going to be the world's jankiest thumb, but that's life. And I swear I wish I had 2 cameras at once. This one. That's fine. We're going with that. I think 1, 2. Ugh. Don't like that at all. 3, and then I gotta come back a bit more. Okay. Better as long as I make this bit bigger. Okay. I'm never going to remember that, but I'll try. Tomato sandwich and Pringles. Ooh, yum. That sounds tasty. One of the advantages to doing some of the more computer shapes is that hopefully they won't be as bad in rounding edges, but you never know. Okay, so what did I want to do while I was up here? 3. Okay, I've got to make this come back at least one more and another row up top and make it rounder. Okay, I think. I'm nervous about it again, just because I don't want to be at this for forever and a day. What did I do with this? Yeah. Come back here. We'll make the thumb really vertical just to get it out of the road. 1, 2. Where's the other edge of this stuff? 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's actually not horrible. So, yeah. As I said, not horrible. Do I want it a little more off the back? I think so. Just a couple down the back of this bit. There we go. Yep, okay, going with that. Close enough. Alright, so then down here I need to round off. Oops, one more and take out the part under my feet. 1, 2, 2, 3. It'll be nice to see the backside of this project. F4. And then we're into shadows, which is always a challenge. Alright. So now, what are we doing there? I'm almost happy with that. I'm just going to say that that's close enough. It should have wrapped under the thumb, but yeah, I really didn't plan for all that, so... Okay, so... Let's make it a little bit bluer. So bluer right through the center section, and then we should be okay. Let's go down a little bit. Okay, so just about where I am. Actually, let's drop down to the lower section first. When it's red, I know it doesn't belong. Okay, so I wanted to... that one does come out a little bit longer. So does the pinky. So one more on each of those two. Yeah. Okay. That bot is funny. Eh. Bit of physio. Oswin is strange most of the time. Oh, do I need to make that come out wider? Shoot, it's not gonna work. Well, not while I'm standing on it. And it does. Oh, okay. Come on. It's this way. So, he's got lots of stuff going on, but he does have Fantastic Job Fox is taking part of this week off, or most of this week off, I guess. But he's got things he has to do for work anyways. Not that they're necessarily saying you need to work while you're on vacation, but more that he just had some work stuff lined up that couldn't be ignored. Okay, are we almost done this finger? I mean, it'd be nice to get this done. Yeah, so then I'm gonna have to reinforce the bottom of the scaffolding so that I can move it out of the way. Yay! It sounds silly, but it feels like we're getting somewhere. Maybe, sorta. I think the front finger is done, so I can go steal those scaffolding rather than have to go dig out more from storage. Seems like real progress? I don't know. It's pointing. It's pointing in the right direction. So I'd like to get this one done. The glass cover for the clock will be a little bit easier, just because quite literally it's a glass cover. That said, I wanted to put some banners and stuff on the front, and I haven't got any of the lettering for that made, so it'll take some time. Did I have 15? I thought I only had 13. Interesting. I think I somehow picked up extra scaffolding. It says something about how tall this is. Okay, how far do I want to move that finger thing out? Just by 2, I guess. So where are we here? This one? Here, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Let's try that. If I measured right, I should go right up into the other scaffolding. And... oh, I got it. Okay. I was gonna say I missed, but no. Got it. Which means I can come back down this part and take it out. There we go. Part of that worked. Then I can take off. I'm gonna have to fall just because otherwise I have trouble getting this piece out. Okay, let's go back and make that finger longer. Ah! Some people say that they have trouble with flying. I do have trouble with flying, but apparently I also have trouble with just climbing. That's the upper finger. Let's make this one block longer. I don't think I'm going to worry about rounding on the end. I think that's just silly. Because the way this one's being done on the picture would look more like this. Actually, maybe I will leave that in there. Okay. And then I can do the blue in behind, which is here. I think it's there. Let's jump. One, two. Did that seal right? Yes, it did. I'm gonna guess through the through the scaffolding. Skip one. And at the bottom, let's see the bottom end of this finger. Okay. 1, 2. skip one. That should be blue. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm having such a horrible time with my voice today. There. Back. I guess we just fill her in. More or less. It sounds easy when I say that, but it's not. Okay, well, let's just try it. So up. Take out the red. Oh, nope. Don't. Okay, well, that doesn't stay then. That's fine. Lunch is done. You've got lots to do. Sure, no problem. Have a great afternoon, great evening. I'm doing the math. Not sure. I want to get this one done. I figure if I go till 3 EST, I will probably get the glove done. So that's off the plate. But then I need a break for us before I try anything else again. Okay, deeper cut. 1, 2. I'm just trying to get this shape to fit under the thumb, and then I figure we just fill it. So maybe... Wow, that's not the music I expected. Where's the end of the thumb? Am I in that thumb break? I am. Okay. Let's make this one gray. Oh! Okay. I really think I'm close. Blue. I'm sorry that I'm checking like every block because I just want this one to feel right since I've been fighting with it so long. Angle. Oops. This. I'm in the block, which is part of the problem. Okay, so let's guess. Shallow dip, and then deeper dip should be up here. So it's one below. Or am I here? Okay, that one should be gray. This one should be gray. Gray. F4. Get me out of here. We have gray here, actually. And 2. And then blue all the way up. No, it's not. Gray all the way up. Through this. Yeah. Okay, let's cut this one out, and this one out, so I can get out. And one more check. Scaffolding, the wings look weird in there, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep looking at the picture, and I think we basically got her. Not going to worry about the shadows from the top. Let's make it blue. It's not as far cut back as I'd like, though. But it's okay. Oops, where am I? Keep getting a design thought, and then I'm not where I need to be. Okay. Scaffolding. Gray. That wasn't as bad of a song as the one I was listening to. Yeah, okay. And then the one right up under the thumb needs to be a different color. And this one up here. Can I do this? Close enough. Not great, but close enough. Where's that nearest, nearest blue? In front of me. This one. Gray. Yeah. All right. So now I've got a shape to make gray right up to the top of the finger, so I can do that. I hope. I hope. How do I get there? Parkour! Oh, that's not parkour. That's just being silly. Okay, so one more time. Am I happy with this? More or less, yes. So then, and by the way, I'm not going to worry about making it spawn proof on in between the fingers. So if we get nasties, that's just the way it is. One, two. One, two. It should dip back only one. But we have a thumb, so this way. All right. Okay, where is, what's my depth without falling off things? Keep losing my position on things. Gray. Okay. I'd done it with a cutback, and I don't think the cutback was the smart idea. But that's, you know, the way life goes. That's the way cookie crumbles. Screen cap the finished stuff. On the off chance a creeper finds it. Well, I'll probably take a structural thing, like Matica shape out of it. Maybe not today though. We'll see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can go that shape. Because I don't need to go quite this far in. We're sort of done with that cutaway business. There's 3D, then there's Don't Be an Idiot, and this is qualifying under the Don't Be an Idiot category. Oh. Kinda have to finish that part. Where is... Oh. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to turn these into teeth, I think. And teeth only go vertical, which had just occurred to me, so I don't really need to be having bottom wires anyways. Apparently that's happy music. Okay, so this has to change. And do I have... Nope, I left those on the other side. For God's sake. Leave it over here. I thought I had some of that terracotta stuff. Where did I put it? Empty, empty, empty. Shift. Nope, that's dirt. It's this and that. Where on earth? Uh-oh. Just heard a click click out of my computer power. Wonderful. So where did I put that? It's one of those things where I'm getting so close. Yeah. Don't know. Didn't see what spiked anything on this end. What's in here? Well, it's tree stuff, as it should be. Wonder where I put those. I'll just grab some more. It's not a big deal. Have a good afternoon, Fox. I will see you when you get back. Hopefully. I had terracotta. Where did I put it? I have no idea what my storage is at the moment. And I will probably run right past what I'm looking for. Concrete. Magenta? No, I think it's purple or something. Blue? Blue. No, it's not blue. Fiddle. Absolutely no idea. Okay, I can't see. Let's go this way. Alright. I had the terracotta. Where did I put it? That's sand for glass. That's everything but. No? Oh, no. Don't think I used it up. There's no project boxes. Is there a project box there? No. Weird. What did I do with it? I could have sworn I just saw it the other day. This and that. Is it in there? Yes, it is. Of course, it's in there. And it's blue. Okay. That. Alright, let's go get this one fixed and finished. That part. I will be glad to have this one out of the road because I dilly-dallied and took so long and got so fussy about various parts of it. But I guess it's better than just quitting. I'll admit I wanted to. Okay. And I'm liking that shadow, so I better take out some of the gray that I put in. But I'm just going to leave it, so I think that'll work. I have that depth element. So right through here. Ah! Aw, man. Yep. Can I get up there? 2, 3. So take these ones out. I think. Here we go again. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take them out. I'll leave the shape. And this tool set didn't look like 3 blocks, it looked like 4 blocks. There. Now I'll make this one gray. I think that's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. And then this can be blue right through here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's change that so I can actually see what that is. 1, 2, 3. All right. And those ones need to be this blue terracotta. Beep. Oh, I jumped wrong. That's okay, I guess. And these I want to not fall off. Wow, this is 70s. We'll see. If it keeps being very 70s, I will change it, but let's see. Now, how narrow do I want the teeth? Because given that I don't need the cross beams, I'm gonna make it twice as narrow. Okay. Double the number of teeth, I guess. Oh, whoops. Actually, let's start by putting in the ones I need to put in. And then we'll get there. Stick around the end. So I need to put this one here. Oh, not that one. I need those 3. Yeah, iron bars would be even better, but because I wanted to put them twice as close together, then the iron bars would connect. Whereas that's why I'm going to need to stick with the chains. Okay, so let's go back and get out some of the chains I've got. Right, this one. Of course, I left the box on this on the roof. Do I have? I feel like I'm in the middle of a Topsy and Tim episode. Look at me, 3. I'm gonna need more. Gonna need more. I have them, I just need to get them. At least I have it created, which is nice. I'm usually so much of a just-in-time creator, or as like a crafter, that I never seem to have what I need. This one I think I might. There we go. I guess one of those while I'm here moments. This. Let's take these out. I'll grab that one. And this one. Those and those and those. And they can make themselves into blocks. Back outside. What am I doing that way for? Well, I'm here now. Yay! By the way, just in case anyone was curious, I did see Fox's joke about hands off till the end of the season. I just, didn't really want to dignify it with an answer. Humor was not why I married Fox, and, I'm still very pleased with my decision. Okay, so... insert this one. One, two, come on, 3. Does the corner need one? Probably. Ooh, might have to steal one from that corner actually. It sort of has its own break line. Just so I don't have to run off and make some more of these things. I might need to anyways, but we shall see how it looks if I just put one more, whoops, one more in the middle here. Yeah, this is so 70s. Alright, so how are we looking on that? Yeah, much better with the extra teeth, I think. Okay, that. We got there. Got the blue. Come up this way. I need to take those 2 off, I think. And, we might almost be done. I want to do the blue extra layer on the back of the hand for thickness, because that way I said the finger needs to look. But otherwise, it'd be all down to the stripes. And fill in this center section here. Let's do that center section fill in. Actually, I'm going to do a vertical. Yeah, I think it'll do. I'm looking at my own hand again. It'll do. Okay, so take out this one. And then just fill in, I suppose. And this is where I'm kind of making it up as I go, because when you look at your own hand, it's kind of rounded and thick. Okay, so I just need to fill in that bit. Okay. Okay. Maybe. This one. All the way up, yeah. But Fox is right. I will be glad to see the backside of this project. Or at least this part of the project. Because I don't have to be as fussy about the things that we're sort of creating, pardon me, making up as we go. And this one. Oh, no, not that one. Excuse me. Okay, where's this? Close enough. I mean, this one, the very slight rounding would probably benefit from blue carpets, but that's about it.
Ads are starting, which means it's break time. Thank you for your patience and stream support.
Alright, is there any point in breaking off to another game? Probably not, so I'm just going to play through. I know that's not great for ads and such, but we'll get there, right? Okay, so close enough on the top? Something about that looks wrong, but I'm not sure what's wrong with it, so is it worth fighting it? Probably not. Yeah, that one gray block needs to go. That's about it. No, I guess that one too, technically. Oh, and I can't jump that high. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's... parkour! Actually, that's not bad with that bit in there. Let's just leave it. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna care. Okay, so all I need to do now, from this hand perspective, probably the carpet for texture, not texture, definition, because I don't have slabs, and more importantly, one round back here. Hello, Neon. How are you doing? Glad to see you. Let me get this glove. Doing okay? I'm glad to hear it. I have been so spacey of late that I owe you a lot of stuff, but a package being one of them. So I'm hoping, hoping to get it off in the next couple of days. I know finally what I've got, what I wanted to send, mostly, and now it's just a matter of seeing whether or not it will all fit in a reasonable shippable package. And then Flavor Train is off the station, I guess. What do I do on this side? 1, 2. Cut down, so I need a 2 block gap. And then a 1. Right? Is it 1 or 2? 1, 2. Yeah. I'm just gonna remind myself I need 2 block gap, and then here. Okay, that should be the big reminder marker, I think. Yeah. And then basically just 1 block down to keep it rounded. And 1 block up, I think. Did I do the 1 block on the front? I did not. That's fine. Okay, so then I'm... should have, but that's okay. We'll... And why not? Oh, because I was going to do the 1 block down here. Right, okay. Anyway, yeah. Am I a tea drinker? Not at all. No, just kidding. Yes, definitely. Now, I will say, with relation to that though, I am and I'm not. And what I mean by that... Where'd the scaffolding go? Okay. What I mean by that is that I like teas. I like black tea, green tea, herbal teas. But I'm a little picky about them. And I'm not in a tea snob sort of way. It's more of a flavor I like and don't like kind of thing. So when it comes to teas, I'm not a huge fan of things like ginger, like super strong ginger teas, because I just find them really, for me, they're sharp. I don't know how to explain it other than to say that. They're sharp. Fantastic Fox likes ginger far more than I do, but even so, he doesn't drink that as much. I can get tired of traditional tea. So, for example, I am personally Earl Grey'd out. Not that far behind will be English breakfast, but it's not for any reason other than I've just had it so much, and it seems to be like a bland thing. That said, I don't have it often enough of any of those tea flavors for it to be, what do you call it? The regular flavor. Like, you know, some people, when you get to have coffee every day or tea every day or whatever it is, you just get used to the flavor in such a way that's kind of like another, I guess, another water. It doesn't stand out as much. And so for me, I haven't got that way with these other teas yet. So even though I'm tired of them, it's tired of the standout part of the flavor. I haven't got back to the regular, the comforting blend in, I guess. So yeah, that's why I say I'm not a tea snob. It's one of those I know what I like. I'm not a huge fan of the orange Pico teas. I don't know what it is about them. You know, like when you see, I guess the most common brand that you see over here that comes in orange Pico is Red Rose. And it seems like every hotel has that one. So every time you travel, or every restaurant, every time you travel, that's what they've got. And that's not, unfortunately, those are not my favorite. I'm not a Red Rose person at all. I do indeed have access to Kindle. Sounds like you found yourself a really neat book. Why is that blue? Don't know why that's blue. This happy song is funny to me because it reminds me a little bit of, my daughter's on a bit of a kick for anime type music, and that's what this one reminds me of. But it's probably something else. I mean, it could be Korean for all I know. I'm not huge on those sorts of things, so I just don't know. How did that end up being blue? And cut back. That doesn't feel right at all. Yeah, down there. That's not right somehow. Or is it? I don't know. Let's just pull it out and see. I can always fix it after. Oh, cool. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I guess I should ask, do you like sweets? I wasn't actually intending to oversweet, but yeah, I guess that becomes a valid question. Oops. Now I've got the wrong color. Okay. Yay! Good. Score. Okay. Then I think I've got some interesting stuff. So that'll probably work. Because frankly, yeah, there we go. And I think I need a blue here, but it's not critical. I can get to the backside. Oh. Can't fly today. Come on. Where? I can't fly and I'm dropping wool everywhere. And the reason that matters is if the zomboids pick it up, then they don't go away. Is there any on the ground? Yes. Alright. You believe you have CJ bot? Oh, to send to. I could follow. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Now let's go back up the backside. "1940s happy music." We're just not batting 1,000 today, are we? Okay, let's put a red one down here so I can actually find it. No, nothing wrong with the music. I just wanted some happy music, but we've got everything from 70s to Asian to, like, you name it. It's just a little weird. Oops, too close. Oh well. That's okay, we'll pull it out when we need to. I wanted one up from the bottom, right? Yes. Nope, and I won one too far over. That way. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Well, that's not gonna be smart. That one. I did the math and got worse, not better. What the heck? Seriously. I cannot measure today. Okay, let's grab these. That one. And I want to be 2 blocks over. And 1 block out this way. That one. That'll work. But if I can get up on the tree, that would be even better. So this way. Okay, let's try here. See if I can figure this one out. Alright, past the end of the glove. Yes. Okay. Come on. block there. This. Okay, finally. Love a Murgatroyd. There. 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 Is it going down? Oh, it's going down one extra. Whoops. Okay, over the glove and down the other side. Yeah, I was going to go down one extra underneath. Okay. Alright. We're getting there. Let's do this from the bottom. There, okay. I really hope not. Possible, I hope, but I hope not. Actually, I guess technically you could say it's my second favorite Minecraft, there you go. Minecraft. Wow. I really do like this game. I really do. Mostly. But you might. I hope they aren't inside. That would just be not great. Okay, so the stuff box. I think I'm done with those. And let's grab, I think I'm done with these. Alright, let's sort of fill up on blue. This one first. Fairly certain I'm done with that box, so let's put it away and get this one in my inventory so that when I need it, actually, instead, that should be fine. I'll leave it where it is. Carrots. Extra food might be smart, but, you know, smart, me, I don't know. Those two don't seem to go together today. I missed! Again! Oh well. That's okay. People love to razz various different people in the community for things like, oh, you know, lighting themselves on fire and stuff. With buckets of lava and so forth. I haven't done that recently. However, I think I crash far more than that person does. You know, the whole I flied, no, you falled business. But that's okay. What is it someone said? Flying isn't actually flying, it's more falling with style. VODs. Husband, that's not a great thing to be talking about right now. VODs. Like, I don't think people really need VODs of this chaos. Oops. If I don't want to be backwards bridging with the shift on so I don't fall off the end, then I better go forwards. Which is still slow, but it's better. And besides, it's not like I could land anyway. And it's nighttime again. Of course it would be. And where's my bed? Up on top. Yay! Oh. Oh go. Nuts. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Do. Yep. Just me. It's one of the reasons I don't mind the idea that I've got now with having a semi-long-term world. is that it's semi-long term, but part of the reason I don't mind, come on, there we go, I don't mind necessarily having a solo long-term-ish world. I was resistant for a long time because you play it on your own and it feels like literally you're on your own. There's nobody there. Not even NPCs with a brain. And that was something I didn't enjoy. So which is part of why I went on to SMPs. But then when you're on your SMP by yourself, it's like, great. But I will say, I wouldn't say corollary, but the you earned it element of that was I wasn't really social this season. I kind of feel bad about that. I thought I had some great plans that needed me to be nose to the grindstone, and I didn't do a great job with that. I also had no real desire for a shop this season, so I didn't build a shop. You know, so there's a lot of those sorts of things that it's like, well, if you're not going to contribute to the community, you've got no call, right? If you're going to act like a hermit, and I don't mean that in a good way, then you get you reap what you sow. And so all that to say that, so in essence, it's kind of like, in a way, I'm building monuments, kind of like when you go see monuments to people who passed away, or you see the Sphinx and you wonder about people thousands of years ago that existed, but you won't ever see them and you'll never know anything really about them. So in a way, that's what my statues this season are like. And I'm gonna say I'm okay with that. I will be. I just got to think about it, and that way I move on. Besides, this is creative building, and I have you fine folks, and if nobody comes to see it, nobody sees it. That's just the way it is, you know? I found myself a new love game that seems to fit the bill anyways. I tried playing Planet Crafter with you guys, and I'm really enjoying it as a game, but once again, it's super solo. Like, it is... They underscore how solo it is, because throughout the game you get structures, and when you raid the structures, there also happens to be like emails left behind or notes of that sort, like a log, and you read the log, and it's about people who went crazy by being alone. It's like, well, that doesn't help. So when I'm having headspace issues days, sometimes I just don't want to people, so I play that game. Other times I do want to people, but not, I don't think I'm good at peopling. So because I don't feel like I'm being good at peopling that day, then I'm interested in other games. There's another one that my son and I have just started playing that's been around for a really long time. You guys have probably heard of it. It's called No Man's Sky. And No Man's Sky technically is multiplayer-ish. And I say ish with a very solid, grain of salt there. You can play co-op multiplayer with your friends, but also the game itself has... Yeah, just that one will work. The game itself has a persistent, consistent world where you can actually go visit other people, sort of like it's an SMP type server. However, oh, I just had it. My brain. There we go. Yeah. However, with the SMP angle of it, that you actually can find coordinates to other people's bases. So it's procedurally generated. Like the worlds and star systems are procedurally generated, but once they've been generated, you can get coordinates for other people's places. And also there are features from time to time in the teleportation system that do allow you to be able to visit other players' spaces, whether they're there or not, and they can block it out to prevent griefing and stuff. Like the players can choose who can edit my stuff, or who, and you can't, or storage is all individual, but you can't necessarily lock people away from, say, harvesting your farms, right? Like that's not a thing. However, for the most part, people don't grief that one, because a lot of people see it as, it's a space theme, but a lot of people see it as, I guess you could say, Star Citizen cozy version. I don't know if I'd quite go with that descriptor, but it does sort of explain the gist of it. and I have been enjoying. Oh, actually, maybe let's keep that one. Yeah, let's keep that one. And I've been enjoying that factor. So they say it's very unlikely you're going to get random people in your system. So that sounds great, except I kid you not, within the very first week, I've happened to pop on in the evening and was doing some grindy stuff and putzing around. And I returned to my base, and lo and behold, there is another player standing there. And I thought, this is kind of weird. But they were standing there as in, like, I had come in on a ship from doing something or other, and they were standing there on the, as though they had just come through the portals we can use between locations. So basically it's like Nether portal without any run in between. And they were standing there, and I was like, oh, hi. I just waved at them and then went on my merry way doing what I was up to. And then they just started gifting me stuff, and I was like, oh, cool. So yeah, they were much more advanced than I was, and apparently they just showed up in the system to run around getting points for, like, currency points, I guess, for scanning the flora and fauna in the area to be able to learn about it, sort of deal. That's it. I didn't see anything about them putting any like markers down or base points or anything. They just came in, said hi, because they didn't expect me to be there, I guess, scanned stuff, and that was it. They left. It's like, okay, sure. But yeah, people say that if you were to visit all these worlds, there isn't enough time in a human lifetime, because it's like 500 and something billion possible planets. So yeah, that was different. I'm a selective hermit. Yeah. I think it's... Where do we put it? You could call it a mental health induced hermit. I think it's about as rounded as I want to go. And yeah, it's very flat on the back, but I mean, if you look at your own hand, it's kind of flat. You curve, like, your hand will always curve in a fist format. It's never going to be perfectly flat, even if you try to, but I'm not going to worry too much about emulating that, because I mean, this was a cartoon that I was basing off of, and that it was 2D, so they just drew shadows, and that's fine. So all I'm going to do now, I think, is just put the one layer, yeah, so one more for this angle down in here. I'm just going to put one more layer on this bottom edge and pull it in just like I did on the top, and then call that part of the glove done, which is easy enough to do. Okay, so where is... There it is. Look, I knew I had a hole in here somewhere. So yeah, it's but I'm enjoying No Man's Sky quite a lot. It's my new addiction, I guess you could say, if you were to have a comparison to Dadcraft's comments about World of Warcraft. This is my new World of Warcraft. Having actually played World of Warcraft, I think it's a fairly, for me at least, a fairly apt comparison. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I could actually find it eating all my time if I'm not careful. Just exploring things and getting bases. I have not actually gone very far into it. I have very few hours in, one could say. I have more than my son, but that doesn't say much, because as you guys have seen, in a lot of games I play slow, for better or worse. I play slow, so I just stop and scroll a ton, and that can be a little bit less optimal in a game like this. Actually, because of mushrooms down here, maybe I should have been doing these in yellow. That would make more sense. So anyway, I will be doing that. And then I'm also enjoying a lot of the Hogwarts Legacy stuff. And as I was mentioning earlier in stream, you guys will be seeing a little bit of the Hogwarts Legacy this week, hopefully, because for those that are into the Harry Potter fandom, it is Back to Hogwarts week. Meaning, oh geez, frame rate lag. That's interesting. Meaning the celebration of when Harry Potter and crew go back to school every year. So back to school around the planet kind of deal. And yeah. Yeah, that makes no sense. So you'll be seeing a little bit of that game just because why not, right? Because why not? What's this? 2 works. Okay, on that side, not on this side, and where's the torches? Because that's kind of important. Let's torch it up. Hello? Oh, right. Let's torch it up. Yeah. Not much can spawn up here, so I guess I don't really care. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yes, there's my favorites right there. Who can climb things. Wonderful. Neon called it. Neon called it. So yeah, if you haven't actually ever played No Man's Sky, it's on sale this week. Usually it's, I think in Canadian dollars, it's usually nearly 80 bucks. So I'm not entirely sure what that is in the US. It's like 78.99 or something like that Canadian. But right now in Canadian it's, oh, building inspectors. Okay. Right now in Canadian it's on sale for about 31, I think. And it's very cross-platform. So you can play it on consoles, PC, you know, that sort of thing. Even the Switch, actually. Although that one's less friendly with the cross-platform stuff. And supposedly friend each other, which is nice. So my son and I are playing it on Xbox Game Pass, so we're playing via PC that way. But they've just released a big update that's part of what got us super excited. I mean, I was playing anyways, and he was playing anyways. But multiplayer is a thing, but it wasn't really useful because... What am I doing on that one? All the way along, did I not have... 1, 2, 3, what did I do? Oh, whoops, okay. 1, 2, 3. Aw. Alright. Oh, okay. This one. Now it can go out. Yeah, but it wasn't really a thing. So for example, everybody had to fly around in their own spaceship. So you could do stuff together-ish, but you weren't really contributing to any of the same goals, any of the same quests, any of the same missions, I guess. Any of that jazz. You weren't doing any of that together. Now, they just released an update where you're doing far more of that together. There are new ships that people are building that allow you to actually ferry your friends about so they can hang out with you. And then they have the mission system through there. You can pick up missions that you guys can do together. So some of the what do you call it? Some of the target items that you're picking up as part of these missions are individual. Some of them are things that your friends and you can do together, which is really kind of neat. So if it's saying, you know, clobber X number of a creature, you can go out and do it together. Let's see. There we go. So you can do all that stuff together, which is nice. It's still very glitchy, and the expansion, the updates in its early days. And there's bug patches already coming out. Oh right, I can't land it down there. There's bug patches already coming out for it. Because, you know, what update in any game isn't buggy in some way, right? There we go. And so, okay, that was not what I wanted to see. Thanks, Emilian. Yeah, you can just stay down there. One of the problems with Dark Oak Forests, you know? So I mean, it's very buggy in its early days, but I'm still enjoying it an awful lot. And I still have a lot of things I want to do for myself. So, Hermit-esque, as I'm kind of alluding to here. But I'm enjoying spending the time with my son and playing something that's cozy, but has opportunities to be not cozy, yet you have a little bit more control over triggering it sometimes. Till yesterday, we had not seen anything that was, a mob you had to deal with combating. Yeah. We found what's basically we're calling sandworms. We jokingly renamed the planet Fodoon, and it's kind of amusing, but it's one where you can't kill these things from outside. They have to look at you, and you shoot them in the eyeball. But then when they go to look at you, there's also like a big sonic damage, somewhat like a Minecraft warden. So not exactly fun, but they're huge and they want you for breakfast and lunch and dinner and anywhere in between. So it's also nice to be able to come and do something like a chilled Minecraft after having a little bit of a jump scare from these massive worms. But yeah, so they have plenty of things. They're you could call them, they have horrors of sorts. I don't know why they're calling them that. I don't want to know. But then there's also like monstrosities and things that you can trigger by what you collect. So basically, really, if you go to try and collect an alien's egg, then they're gonna be mad at you. That follows, that tracks. So it's you have control, I guess, or at least I feel that I've got control over being able to have, I've got a bit more control over where I go and what I do and whether or not I actually have to deal with combat and stuff. There is PvP available, but a lot of the advice from websites and YouTube videos is for newbie players to turn off the PvP so that you can still be in the same world as other people, but nobody can come in and grief you and spawn camp you and all that other jazz. The naughty things that people do if they just want to ruin your day. So that's what's been distracting me a little bit. I will probably be working on circles for Minecraft quite a lot, and you'll see circles later this week because I'm working on the mainframe system. I'm saying an awful lot today. But I'm working on the circles for the mainframe bowl underneath what we're going to call the principal office. And I think I need to fix that. There we go. So I've got a lot of circles to do. A lot, because basically it's a massive sphere with like a, what did I say that was down here? Okay, so we've got half a sphere with a diameter, a radius of 224 blocks, Minecraft blocks. So that gives us a rough idea that there's a lot to do. So that we'll do some on stream, but it won't always be the grindy circles. It's just that's what I'm going to be doing as my major project. And it's, as I said, it's going to be the more long-term world. So hopefully we can do it in piecemeal. But I just figured it's one of those things where you sort of go, okay, well, jump or don't jump, but stop puttering around. Make the decision and go. Did I get that right or not? Yeah, okay, good. So then as soon as I finish up this layer, we are done the main part of the globe. Yay! No more globe. And I'm trying to decide, do I care on the stripes? I sort of care and I sort of don't care. Because instead of was it 2 blocks high, I think I've got them being, it should have been 3 blocks wide and fewer stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I should have made it probably 3 blocks wide. and have fewer stripes, but oh well. Actually, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I've got the right number of stripes. Yeah, I've got the right number of stripes. They're just shifted by 1. That's okay. I can peel off the top layer and call it good. I think that'll work. Alright, anyways, let's get back to putting this in so we can get down all these stupid scaffolds. There will be Lego coming back to the stream, and I have a project I was working on not that long ago, so I want to get the wooden clock thing done. I will probably push that through on a single stream, maybe. I'll have to check and see if there's 1 round left or 2 rounds left of the work I was working on. The work I was working on. Words. Yeah. 1 round left or 2 rounds left, but we want to get that done. I have a few pieces that I was working on that I was looking forward to for the clock, or not for the clock, sorry, for the Lego. We've got a sign that says love, and then we've got a sign, or a Sherlock Holmes bookend. So 221B Baker Street, and I was looking forward to doing, where am I here? Can I reach it? Yeah. I was looking forward to doing those 2, but the pièce de résistance, or the piece that just showed up. Whoa! Shush. The piece that just showed up on the weekend that I am very, very excited about is actually well, I managed to get a Hogwarts Icons set from Harry Potter that I've been really excited about, and so I'm pleased about that. I want to build it with you guys. Oops. Can I do this? Nope, not that. This? Okay, there we go. It's too much information, and I'm not saying it very well. Okay. This spot. Where am I? Here. Okay, that's a corner. Now I get it. This. There. Yay! Done. Okay. Done that part. Sleep and then take out the scaffolding and move on to peeling out at the back. So we got the glove done, but I'm looking forward to doing the Hogwarts icon set. I'm not going to say which one it is, but I'll probably post a picture because I'm excited. Gee. Okay, so that's good. I think I'm happy with this. It'll do. You know, Babe the pig will be pleased. That'll do. Okay, and yeah. There we go. Okay. Finally, after me humming and hawing and complaining so much, or was it the UK people say whinging? Yeah. After whinging so much, then it'll be nice to have that one under the belt and done. Yeah. For some of these scaffolds, if they fall down there, they can just stay. Don't really need to be blown up. Thanks a million. Alright, and up we go. So as I mentioned, the only thing left after we peel off this top layer, because it's red on the top, and then we need to have some smoke out the back, or, well yeah, I guess smoke cloud, whatever, out the back. Once again, not good at organic shapes. I'm not sure how much it matters, but we will definitely need to go and grab ourselves a bunch of string. It is the top of the hour. It is the top of the hour I said I was going to stop at. And so I think I can probably peel this layer off camera. I think that's fine. So tomorrow we'll be having a Hogwarts Legacy Day. And then I will be back at Minecraft on Thursday, I suspect. I'm still enjoying my Puzzler Quern, which will probably return next Wednesday, just for the sake of it. If Hogwarts goes well and I don't have huge numbers of tech issues, then you may see it from time to time, because I was starting a run that I was going to do on streams, but it didn't fly very well in the interest sense. I know it was one of my quieter days, so probably because I don't talk very much during that, and I'm really bad at missing chats during games that have conversation in the game. So that's probably why it didn't fly so well. The other thing is I'm actually a pretty bad player, skill-wise. You know, that's just who I am, but I was enjoying it. And that was part of the headspace thing, was just having this glove, I will say, was the biggest stopper from having me on stream here, or on this server, was because I wanted to finish this project first before I let myself do much of anything else. And so even though I've got stuff like I want to glass in the clock and I wanted to do the other carpet art, I would not let myself start either one of those items until this one was finished. And yet I was hating it so much that I didn't want to come back to do it. Then the few times I tried to, I was running the wrong version of the game and had a mod in here that does not work with this. Yeah, it does not work with this version. Yes. Alright, so, got that done. Great. Let's fly back, find ourselves a place to raid to. And yeah, I can take this out and move it. So I'll take care of that off stream. But oof, there we are. It's in the Yellow Submarine movie. The glove is generally known as the Dreadful Flying Glove. And I will say my personal take on it is A, it looks dreadful, and B, it was dreadful to create, but I'm going with it. It's over. It's iconic. And yeah, there we go. Oh! And without my mod to extend the number of chunks showing, you don't... everybody but Ringo gets his head cut off. Great. So anyway, we're there. We got her done. I'm going with that. I think I'm going to stop tweaking with it. It's fine, and I'll just deal with the clouds and stuff on the back end. Alright, so, yeah, let's find somebody to raid. I'm going to just spin myself, jump on a tree, and spin myself around. There we go. Right? So let's find somebody to raid, and see who we've got today. Oh, mouse, please. Mouse, mouse, mouse. Just want to see what people are up to, right? You know? Because you always want to see what people are up to. Or you just go knocking on their door. And I will check out... Oops, where am I here? Oh, cool. You... Wow. Thank you ever so much. So, Neon. I will... Yeah, thank you ever so much. So for the rest of stream, Neon has purchased, for me, a copy of the official Downton Abbey Afternoon Tea Cookbook with tea time drinks, scones, savories, and sweets. That is amazing. Fox and I will totally enjoy that. Thank you ever so much. You're spoiling us. Well then. I've got a couple extra little ideas for the box, so timing might work out in your favor. But yeah, thank you. And Fox, we need to work together on scones and savories to go with tea, because we now have some Downton stuff, which is awesome. I was getting myself slowly into Downton Abbey, but I was kind of like, yeah. The only people I knew that were into that at all were my mother and my mother-in-law, really, and a little bit Fantastic Shot Clocks, but not a ton. So I backed off, but yeah, this is great. I'm amazed. And it fits with a lot of the other period fandom stuff I'm into. Yes, actually the Abbey was related to Brother Cadfael from the medieval period, but Downton is almost the British take, leaning into Agatha Christie's Poirot, I guess. So you kind of, it bookends that section. So I think it works really, really well. Spoiled me. Okay. So as for rating today, who have we got? Oh, and quick reminder, for anyone who popped in late, it is September. Now, what that means is if you have a sub already, it will at some point be renewing, unless you've got something more than 1 month, but it will be renewing itself some point in September. So I recommend jump on it now, do a cancellation and a re-sign up, even if it's at the same tier, because then you're going to get the September discount, and that is gold for everybody who's doing that. Save yourself as much money as you possibly can. All right, so let's see who we got. We've got Mickey on here, or we've got Genfire. Groova, that's who I couldn't remember. Groova was the one who knew about Reboot. Okay. And a shout out goes to Shinigami, but Shinigami is not playing Minecraft, so that's why I'm not rating over there. Let's see. I'm in a Gen mood today, so we're going to go over to Genfire. So hang on to your hats if that's your sort of thing. It says Slackville and chill, but the thumbnail she's got going on the Twitch page right now appears to be versus a couple of zombies. So at least it's not entirely dead. Wow, that was such an unintentional pun. So we're gonna head over there, and yeah, it's gonna be all good. Hang on to your hats, we'll get this raid started. Nice chill tune. Or not. Previous. Come on. It changes screens on me. Okay. My button did not work as easily as I like. Raid, Genfire. I gotta make sure I spell it right, because normally I got it wrong. Yep, there we go, got it. Let's try that.
Mischief managed.
Mischief was managed indeed. We finally managed something. So, all that to say, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful week. Welcome to September. I will see you on the flip side and see you tomorrow. And until then, bye-bye for now. Special thanks go to Fantastic Sherlock Fox for the resub, also to the Minneapolis Mel for the raid, and I know I got my closing inside out and backwards, but that's okay. And we had some clue spending from Fantastic Sherlock Fox and Scrublord. Fox was our moderator today, as well as Neon. Both of them are great mods. If you ever see them streaming for themselves, you must follow them because they are great people. We had good chat from Mel and Yellow and Scrublord and Muckbar. Poodle was in for a while, and we are off to see Genfire. So, for real this time. Have a wonderful day. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.